Chemical reactions and equations. Chapter 1st of class 10th. What you will learn if you study the chapter, you will able to know what is chemical reaction. How to write a chemical reaction means symbolic representation of a chemical equation. A chemical equation. How to balance a chemical equation, what is the importance of balanced chemical equation, and types of chemical reaction. Few small topics are also mentioned, that is redox reaction, corrosion and rancidity. These are the subtopics you have to understand, or you will able to understand about this topic when you study the current chapter. So now we start the current chapter. Have you seen the following daily life situation? That is, milk is left at room temperature during summer, that becomes shower. An iron tawa, pans, nails or other article left exposed to the humid atmosphere and get corroded. Grapes get fermented, food is cooked, food gets digested in our body, we respire. If you consider all the above situations, the nature and identity of the initial substance have somewhat changed. The chemical process is that process in which there is a formation of new substance occur. That process is called chemical process. If there is no formation of a new substance, then there is no chemical process occur. Then come to an activity, that is burning of magnesium ribbon. Actually, you see in picture, that is coiled magnesium ribbon, that is silver gray color. If you burn this magnesium ribbon, a bright or dazzling white flames produced if you burn. Before burning, you have to clean the magnesium ribbon with the sandpaper, because magnesium is a very reactive metals, and it react with the atmospheric oxygen and form magnesium oxide at the surface of magnesium ribbon. And this magnesium oxide further react with the carbon dioxide present in our atmosphere and changes into magnesium carbonate. So before burning, we have to remove this surface layer of magnesium carbonate. That's why we have to clean the surface of magnesium ribbon with the sandpaper before burning. If magnesium react with the oxygen from air, that form magnesium oxide, a ash-like substance. So this is the activity of burning magnesium ribbon in air. So if you write a word equation, magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. If you see another activity, that is reaction of lead nitrate with potassium iodide, you need the aqueous solution of solid lead nitrate and aqueous solution of lead iodide. There is formation of if you mix lead nitrate and lead iodide, that is there is a formation of yellow color insoluble substance, lead iodide. You see in picture, the yellow color insoluble substance present in conical flask is lead iodide. Another substance that is also colorless, that is also present in the conical flask, that is lead nitrates. So in this activity, that is reaction between lead nitrate and potassium iodide, there is a formation of lead iodide and potassium nitrate. So we can write word equation like this: lead nitrate plus potassium iodide gives, means arrow, lead iodide plus potassium nitrate. Then come to the another activity, that is reaction between zinc metal and dilute sulfuric acid. Zinc metal you see in picture is a silver gray color metal. It's very reactive. And dilute sulfuric acid is very strong acid, and dilute sulfuric acid is the sulfuric acid diluted with the water. But one thing you have to remember, don't add acid in don't add water in acid for diluting. You have to add acid in water to avoid the accident. If you allow to react zinc metal with the dilute sulfuric acid, as we see in the picture, in conical flask zinc and dilute sulfuric acid are present, and there is formation of hydrogen gas along with a aqueous solution of zinc sulfate. So the zinc react with sulfuric acid, form hydrogen gas and zinc sulfate. This is all about this activity. If we see the activity, if you touch the conical flask, we will feel the hotness of the container, means there is a formation of heat and there is also evolution of gas. Another activity also, in all the mentioned activities shows we can determine the chemical process take place, because some indicators are there. That indicators are, there is change in state, there is change in color, there is change in temperature or evolution of gas. These are indicators which indicate the chemical process take place or not. But for a chemical process, there must be formation of a new substance, and formation of new substance characterized by the property of the formed substance is entirely different from the previous substance. So we can say there is chemical reaction takes place. But these are some indicators which indicate if there is a change in state, there are liquid state converted into solid state, or change in color in the chemical process. If there is change in temperature, means the container become hot and cold. So we can say these are the chemical process. In the last assignment for you, assignment is look around you and observe and note down the 5 activities other than the mentioned above. You have to write the 5 chemical process that is occurring around you, and that should be different from the mentioned in this topic or lesson. So do that, and thank you.